right, everybody. Many Fox is in the house, and I have a special guest. I am so very excited. I've been trying to track him down for a little while because he's running like hot water, and I mean hot water just everywhere from Atlanta to Ohio to New York to DC. I'm talking about Viva Las Vegas and everywhere in between, and pretty soon international.
If you didn't know.
If you didn't know. Today we're talking about music. Musically natural. When we talk about this gentleman sitting here next to me, ladies, get your notepad and the ink pen so you can write down some really good information. Because lately, one female said, "Why isn't he in my?" Oh, hey, what? Okay, so I had to make sure that I brought him on because that video went viral of a young lady trying to get at you. So we needed to talk about that. And Jay Natural, thank you so very much for coming on my show.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yes. I want to start a little different from most people because most people would be talking to you about your music and what you're doing right now and all that stuff. I want to know about Jay Natural, the little one. You know, when you were about 5 years old, what were you like? Do you remember that?
Yeah. Personally, I was a firecracker. I was, more so the entertainment of the family.
Okay.
My mother used to, me and my brother were 3 years and 1 day apart. Literally, birthday is one after the other.
Mm-hmm.
So, she used to compare us to Marlon and Sean Wayne. So,
okay.
Growing up, I was the goofball, funny one, the daredevil, acrobatic, just full of life and energy. For real.
So do you remember something you might have sung? What was popular back then? Were you singing or dancing? What were you doing?
Dancing for sure, but for me, where it started was the clarinet in the 4th grade.
Okay.
That's
an amazing instrument.
National music, that's where it started. 4th grade, clarinet.
Can you still do the clarinet today?
Yeah.
Okay.
I lost it, but it's been a while.
Okay.
It's been a long while, but they say if you don't use it, you lose it.
Well, like they say when you roller skate the first time, you always know how to do it. If you go bowling, always know how to do it. You just got to get back to it.
Right.
That's all.
Same as riding a bike.
Yes. Is there any other instruments that you know how to play?
No, I am actually in the process of. I think I may have just found me a piano coach or teacher. So I'm about to learn to play the piano.
The ivories. And tickle the ivories.
And the guitar, for
sure.
Let
me see that movement in them fingers.
Right.
It
comes. I mean, I'd be able to play the clarinet the same way. It's just different angles.
The reason why we're calling the show Music Naturally is because you do original music. You might do a cover tune once in a while, but you have original music.
I do.
So in the feeling in your bones when you were about maybe 17, what was Jay Natural like then?
I'm gonna have to take it back 3 years. Honestly, it was 14 when it all came together. It started off with poetry for me. I started off writing poetry, and then from poetry, I remember at 14 I wrote my first rhyme to Jay-Z, "Dirt Off My Shoulder."
What?
Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember the actual rhyme, but I do remember that it was that instrumental that I wrote it to. And then from there...
And you performed that to who?
I didn't perform it.
Okay.
It was like that first official rap that you write.
Oh.
I was like I said, I went from poetry, I went from clarinet to writing poetry. So transitioning into rap, it was different. So I had to learn how to rap, and I got to give a big shout out to my mentor, Dashways 100.
Dashways 100,
AJ Antoine. Yeah, he's one that took me under his wing, and at 14, I remember him inviting me over his house, locking me in his room, and said, "Don't come out until you got a full 16." Like he taught me how to structure my bars from. If you write poetry, you'll know.
Of course.
Poetry, there's stanzas, in rapping, there's bars.
Okay, throw me a little poetry. Let's see, because y'all know that I'm a poet, because I know it. Let's see what kind of poetry you got to see if he can rock with the fox. Come on, give me some poetry.
That way.
Not rapping.
I give you something short. I got you.
Poetry.
See, the life that we imagine is reflected through our actions. But the past keep clashing with the passion of everlasting. See, I mastered the art of rapping by imitating all the classic reactions through all the tactics and facts of better fashion. Asking, why do we follow the lies that are so shallow? Inspire with no desire to fire those so hollow? Now my motto is to be the leader and feeder to all the eaters, believing in a higher power of being a higher achiever.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fake it only to make it and wind up being complacent. Replace it with having patience and tapping into your greatness. Cases of different races, racing for better placement, with passion to be a classic through patience and better practice. It's natural.
Now you heard that from Jay Natural, because he's a poet and he know it.
I do know it. Yeah.
He do know. Them the ones you gotta watch out for, ladies. You know what I'm saying?
What she said.
Now look, we got a couple of cameras going on right now, but what I want Jay Natural to do is move over the camera on the right and kind of turn it just a little bit to the right so he be more in frame. So do that for me. He's doing that. I want you all to know, I'm a poet and I know it, and I got the Jay Natural in the hood, and we doing the thing night to night, and we making sure that it's tight and it's right, and we bringing it down. So if you ready, like Steady Freddy, you'll be on the Mini Fox Talk Show making notes, because Jay Natural is doing it naturally. So the only way you know to go. Huh?
Hey. And with that being said, I'm going to need you to go check out that new single called Naturally Gifted by Jay Natural, yours truly.
Okay, Naturally Gifted by Jay Natural. So Jay, he's going to be doing a bunch of things in there before I get to it, but it's okay, ladies, because it's his time. I'm going to let him talk a little over me, but y'all know what I do when people do that, so watch out, right? I'm so very excited that you are here. And we talked about the young man at 5, that young man right around 14. Mm-hmm. So when you hit it right around 21, let's jump forward a little bit. Mm-hmm. What were you like, and what were you doing then?
I was in college.
Okay.
21, junior year of college. I settled in an apartment, and I think that's when I just started recording my mixtapes.
Okay.
Grind for Glory, Volume 1 and 2. What was the other one I had? Dreams to Reality.
Okay. So are those rap songs, or are those songs that you're actually singing on and rapping?
More so rapping. They were mixtapes in a sense. But like I said, at 21, college, out Tuskegee University, staying in the East Commons. And yeah, I kind of really started gravitating or tapping more into my artistry. They used to have a lot of ciphers on like the yard and stuff like that. So 21 is when I really started like tapping more into my artistry when it came to actually rapping. Funny story. Actually, I'll say the year prior to that, when I was 20.
Okay.
That's when Jay Natural was birthed. Actually, I went through a series.
Is that when your name became Jay Natural?
I went through a series of names before I found Jay Natural.
Can we have just one? Give us one of those names before you became Jay Natural.
Damn.
Hot chocolate.
I'll say big shout out to Jay Prince from Rapper Loud Records, because before I knew who he was, as I was learning and educating myself on the industry, I didn't know who Jay Prince was out in Houston. Okay. I was a founder of Rapper Loud Records. From there, high school, went through J Cut, joined a group in high school with my homie AB and my homie Coop. And then from there, I kind of went with Jay Prince until like after high school. Okay. And then that's when I found out. Then, if you know me, you know my name is Javon Colemon. So I went by J. Cole for a second.
There we go. J. Cole. You didn't do JC,
until I found out who he was. Okay. That Friday Night Lights mixtape. Big shout out to Cole. Cole World. Like I was like, I can't have the same name as somebody.
No, you can't. He skipped right over JC, y'all. He skipped over JC and went to J. Cole.
I mean, you gotta understand.
Ladies make those notes, right?
So from there, I was 20. My brother took me. We went snowboarding for our birthday, and that was our first time snowboarding. And it came natural.
J Natural.
And after going to the top of the mountain and coming down, I was like, this came natural. And then it just hit me, and that's where it was birthed.
It just hit him. Ladies, Tahoe. We want J Natural, whose music is naturally in that spirit that just makes you. We just want you to do just a little riff. Don't hurt the ladies too much, but just a little riff, because we're going to more later. But on this plateau of where he was way up here and then he came down, as he just said, so we want to hear it just a little bit. Can you give me some of that?
What you want to hear? Ooh, that Barry White.
Because the girls are watching.
Hey, what I'm going to say is let them keep watching. I guess that's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh, no, but he on the Minnie Fox Talk Show, then y'all tell him that. So you got to give us just a teeny bit. It could be something original, something you want to rock. What you got?
I like the way you move. I like the way you move. Mm-hmm. See, if y'all know about that, it's Ryan Isley brother, Move Your Body,
Keep singing, don't explain it.
Or I can say...
No, keep singing, don't explain it.
Ooh.
You got to follow orders when he's on the Minnie Fox Talk Show. You don't know that part.
All right.
Give him one more.
I got you. Girl, it's alright, baby. 'Cause it's there in your eyes, yeah. I can see that you want me.
Oh.
By the way that you smile. Are you still down for me? Shout out to John B.
Oh.
Shout out to Tupac.
He said, I can see that you want me by the way that you smile.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the way you groove. That was me. Come on. I like the way you groove. Ooh. I like the way you groove.
Come on, man.
See, J Natural don't know that I be hitting some of them notes. I like the way. Yeah. I can hear some of those songs. You don't ask me to sing soprano, y'all. I'm all good.
We get you in the studio one of these days.
I appreciate that. I'd like to know, Jay, and the ladies out there would like to know, when did the coolness happen? When did the sunglasses come into play? When did you grow the dreads? When did you make that transition?
That's damn.
See?
All right. Well, I've been having hair since like the 4th grade. Went through a braids phase from like 4th to freshman year of college. Okay. And believe it or not, my mom introduced me to beads at the time.
Oh, wow.
I was Hurricane Chris long before Hurricane Chris was even famous. Shout out to Hurricane Chris. I wear beads a long time.
Okay.
And that was my trademark. But San Francisco, it was different, so dreads was a big thing growing up, and there was a lot of mistaken identity, whether it's killings, etc. So I didn't grow my locks until I got to college. And I grew my locks 2010. That's when I started my journey.
Wow. So when you take them down, are they longer than that?
Mm-hmm. They're past the middle of my back.
Ladies, when you see all them Jamaican men, J Natural got a natural. He not Jamaican.
It's all mine too.
But hey, look, you take the dreads like this and just wrap them all around you.
It's all mine.
Okay, I'm just playing with you, J Natural. All right, but you all know that I have signature things that I do on my show. So one of the things that I do is to whatever something about my guests, I do it just to have fun with my guests. So Jay, got your J Natural shades on, some Minnie Fox, got her shades, hey. So that way we can rock just a little bit, because he has his shades on and he's on the show talking with his shades. So I'm throwing mine on for a minute so we can kind of be this.
Okay.
I see you.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
But y'all know how I rock. I gotta have a little bling and sparkle on mine. So tell me, when you're performing, I see you with shades on, and that's part of your image. What do you want people to think when they see you and your dreads maybe down, and you have, because I've seen them down, and you have your shades on, and you're up there and you're rocking this beat. What is that you're giving everybody?
A show.
A show.
Entertainment. I know how to capture a crowd. I know how to keep a crowd attention.
Okay.
I know how to engage with the crowd. I know how to interact with the crowd. I know how to move the crowd.
Gotcha.
I know how to change the atmosphere. So you come out and see me perform, it's a whole vibe. No doubt.
Okay. So you all know that he cheated, right? Because he was singing originals by other artists, which he is good at doing, but he has his own original music that makes him stand out because he's musically natural, as in Jay Natural. So Jay, don't be cheating on you. You got your sunglasses on right now. You're on the stage with Minnie Faust Talk Show.
Oh.
So we want to hear you do a little bit of, just a little tiny bit of the rap side of you. Can we hear that?
Sure.
Love it.
I like to put it on the spot for real.
Put you on the spot.
All right, for sure. What am I gonna give y'all? Oh my goodness. All right, check it right here.
Rock the mic.
You ready? Been let down so many times, I don't know how to trust. In a rush to find love, when it's only the lust. On the rise like a rocket, cause I'm the trending topic. You put in some long way, so giving up is not an option. Put in so much work, it's time that I see a profit. Clocking and never stopping, it's obvious that y'all watching. Pay attention to detail, excelling in retail. It's time that I prevail. Profits from resale, a tale from new 2 cities. The ending, nothing pretty. Bad boy, no ditty, down to the nitty gritty. My focus is so relentless, the mission of intermission defines my intuition of divine intervention. My faith to relate comes from being great with faith to recreate the hate that we embrace. I hate taking pictures because pictures will get you framed. Joke now, but that fame is a crazy ass game, you know what I mean?
Stop with that, y'all. Okay, Minnie Faust got to rock the house with Jay Natural.
We lit.
Oh, cool.
That's what it is.
I get to do all this stuff. What's up? I'm cool. Am I cool?
Oh, of course.
Okay,
of course. Too cool.
Jay Natural said I was cool. I was just cool for
like
school.
The other side of the pillow.
With that being said, Jay, when you are around the younger side of you, and you're talking to these young people, and one walks up to you and they admire what it is you're doing, and you mentioned you went to college, you went to school, you did your thing, and so many of our young people are stopping after high school, and some don't finish high school. What would you say to one of them that are listening that just need that little extra edge to kind of get back on track?
To me personally, go back, finish. It's all about finish. And for me is a word, focus, which is an acronym. It stands for follow one's course until successful. You didn't finish, get back on course because you drifted off course. Get back on course and finish the race. And then there's a quote that someone told me, and it's, a dream written down with a date becomes a goal written down to steps becomes a plan backed by action would generate satisfaction and ultimately make your dreams happen. You know, so it's really about following your dreams and knowing what you want out of life, but at the same time, the lack of education. I like to say, I got to give a quote from one of my ex-bosses, CEO of CBPR, and he says that education without application is worse than worthless.
Hello?
It's better you not know.
It's that part.
So, you know, they say once you become aware of something, or once you know some information, you are educated on some information, you're now reliable and now held accountable for your information. What you do with that information afterward is what's more important. So if you know something and you choose to do the total opposite, you got to be held reliable for your actions and consequences. So I'll say one thing my dad always told me is life is based on choices and decisions. The choices you make are the decisions you have to live with. If you can't live by that decision, then you need to change your choices.
Exactly. I like your dad. But I also understand you have a pretty amazing mom.
Definitely.
Give a shout out to
Mama Ro. Mama Ro, you know what it is. Big shout out to Mama Ro.
Mama Ro.
Yeah.
She got a birthday coming up.
Birthday next Sunday.
Let's celebrate big.
10/20, big shout out to moms. And you know, her birthday the same day as Snoop Dogg. One of her favorite peoples.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
You know, but Nah, definitely,
Okay.
definitely. I mean,
well, Jay, I don't know how you do it. Keep doing it. Keep loving your family, putting mom and your family first, because you couldn't be here if she didn't make the decision for you to be. And when you were a little kid and you were a little knothead, little Jay doing your thing, mom was like, okay, this is this and this is that. And you had to listen, and you did at some point in order to be where you are today.
Hey.
So I applaud you for that. But I don't know how you do these sunglasses. I can wear them for so long, and then after that I got to take them off. He look real good in his, don't he, ladies?
Oh, don't I?
I know you ladies out there are taking notes. So, Jay, tell us where we can find you on your Instagram. Where, how?
Instagram, J_Natural, J_Natural 415. JAY_Natural, like the locks. 415. That's Instagram. Same as TikTok, JAY_Natural 415. Facebook, Javon Colemon.
Wonderful. There are 3 things that I normally do on my show. I do them throughout the interview, and right now I'm at the point where I actually do my little toast to my guests because 1, it's a Kodak moment. 2, it's celebrating what's to come, what's been done, and what happened to get you to where you are today. So you're going to pick up your glass. No matter whether we got champagne, wine, fruit juice in here, it don't matter. It's just a toast. And we say cheers. And then we come to the camera, lean all the way in, because that's for the Kodak moment. Bring glass over just a little bit. Little more. There you go. Cheese. All right, that's for the Kodak moment. Y'all, check. Cheers.
You know what? I'm going to do a cheers to you, too.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate you.
I take those.
And the patience and helping and allowing me to get here.
Yeah.
And one thing I like to say is time is not a waste of life, and life is not a waste of time. So let's not waste some time, get wasted, and have the time of our life.
Well, hey, we got to drink another one on that. Y'all don't even know what's in here. I got some really good white grape juice.
No, what's in my cup is in my cup.
Welch's white grape juice. Mm-hmm. So look, I want to know that when you're on stage, like Beyonce says she becomes Sasha Fierce, and that's her other being on stage that helps her to perform to be who she is. Because in her real world, she's a little shy, she says. And that Sasha Fierce allows her to go into this whole other world to be that super sexy Beyonce that we see. So when you're on stage, are you J Natural all the time, or do you have just a little different edge for you to be who you are when you're in front of an audience?
Ego effect?
Yes.
Nah. Like Clark Kent and Superman, or Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Nah, I'm J Natural.
You J Natural?
All the way pull through because I'm naturally gifted. Everything I do come natural. This is all
so he's a mirror image of the manufacturer. Y'all know
what Beyonce say? I woke up like this. No, I was born like this.
Okay. I like that. So Jay, we don't date things on the show because we do a whole bunch of different things with the show, but I do want everyone to know what's coming up with you next.
What's coming up with me next is I got an album I'm gonna get ready to drop. 3rd studio album. It's titled The Winning Ticket. We got a single out right now called Addy, and video on YouTube as well. We got another single out called Naturally Gifted.
Okay.
We got another single out called Hollywood, and we got another single out called Freak. Yep. And I got a 5th single I'm gonna drop. It's titled It's My Turn. Stay tuned for that. But Addy is out. That video is live. A video lit. Big shout out to Warfare J. Big shout out to my guy on the ones and twos. Okay. Then again, we got Popeye's show that's gonna be at the theater, 814 3rd Street on the 23rd of October. You can definitely catch me performing there as well.
Okay. But we love Popeye. Popeye, you are amazing. You're bringing some comedy to the world. You're making people laugh and feel good. And you're also introducing some new talent that are comedians and singers and rappers such as yourself. So Popeye, hats off to you, and plenty of spinach. Keep it going. Love some spinach. Now, Jay, I've done a little homework, and I know that Freak is pretty interesting. Ladies, and Addy, as in your address, is really interesting. So without going into too much detail, so they can go to your Instagram or your other social media to see Addy, that video. Tell us, what's the concept behind Addy? What does Addy mean for those of you who don't know what Addy means?
Addy is just a short acronym, a short term for address. When people pull up, they what? Send me the Addy. Instead of saying send me the address, it's just a short term for send me your address so I can pull up on you. If you listen to the song, hit me with the Addy, I'm gonna pull up on you. Just trying to set the style, you feel me?
I was trying to figure that because, I'm an old lady, I was trying to figure out Addy. Well, address don't have a Y in it. And where did the Y come to make the Addy instead of the word address? And then I was like, okay, that's the here and now, and that's the way.
Well, guess what? How you spell your name? With an I-E, not a Y, though, right?
There you go.
That's the difference, if you know your English language.
Yeah. So, I just wanted him to explain that so y'all understand. That is so cool. So, this is a moment that I give you something. And I want you to, because for the cameras, you lean in a little bit and you put your hand right here, right? Mm-hmm. Like that. And then you close your eyes. Make sure your eyes are closed because you got sunglasses on. I can't see if your eyes are closed. So if you've watched the Minnie Fox Talk Show, you know this is one of my little signature move surprises that I do to all of my guests. And it's a part of me accepting them in my world. It doesn't mean that they're going to do what I'm going to put in their hand, because they don't. But it's the surprise on their face when you see it. Did you ever take your sunglasses off?
Yeah, you want me to take them off right
yes,
now?
Yes, because everybody needs to see your real expression. Okay, so we're going to rise over here, going to cheat just a little bit. And we're going to put this in his hand. And for the cameras, we want to see what his expression is going to be. Pull your hand down, open your eyes. He has a Minnie Fox stiletto in his hand, and I've never worn it. And I thought, since you were J Natural, let me give you the white one, because I have them in red, I have them in black, I got them in pink. But white was fitting for the old Natural. So for the camera,
that's hilarious.
There's Jay. Y'all saw the expression on his face, like, what's she putting in my hand? So this is another Kodak moment where we come into the camera and you go, what? Yes. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's an amazing shoe. Flowers down in the bottom of the stiletto. Can you imagine me walking in those?
Definitely. No doubt.
I've worn the pink ones, but I've never worn the white ones. So when I come to your concert,
pop out. Might be time to pop out.
When I come to your concert, I'm going to wear the natural.
She's going to wear the naturals. You heard?
The stiletto, everybody over there.
Got my own stiletto.
Yeah, I got your own.
And we branding out here.
Only catch is that he can't take it with him. He can't wear it. He can't take it with him.
Nah.
But yeah,
I don't need
cool.
it. What I need it for.
It's cool. So Jay, some of your music, a lot of your music is female driven. So on the point of the stiletto, I would like to tell you, you are amazing.
Thank you.
And the women that wear the stilettos are not. Those girls in them flat shoes, hey, they got you too.
Hey.
And it's all about the vision of what he's doing and how you accept his vision and what you're going to do with it. So I want you to wear your stilettos, wear your flat shoes, wear your boogaloo shoes whenever you're listening to Jay's music.
DJ Boogaloo.
Because you got to get out there and dance and be funky and let your hair down and have fun. And that's what I've seen you do.
I got a song on my album for those who wear their stilettos. It's called She Dancing.
Uh-oh. What it sound like?
It's actually not even a song. I ain't made it a song. It's actually a skit. But definitely, if you tune in there, I even post a snippet on the story on the Instagram, man.
Okay.
But She Dancing. That's one of the. It's a dope skit. I'm thinking about making it a song from the requests that I've gotten. I need to make it a full song, so I might even do that and put it as a treat on the album. So.
Okay.
You never know.
Ladies, I know you got your notebook and your ink pens out there, and those of you over there got your notebooks and ink pens. And you see Jay Natural without his glasses. Look at those beautiful eyes and how his face just lights up when he smiles and laughs. But we get it when you in your persona and you're in your mode and your moment, you have your shades on because that's your alter ego. I get that. But an alter ego in the natural sense. So what is something that you would like the viewers to know about you? that hasn't been out there that's a heart and soul to you?
I like to bowl. So if you know how to bowl, I challenge you. Whoever you are, I like to bowl. I'm a bowler. That's just a fun fact about me. Or I like to skate. I like to rollerblade. So that's another.
Can you skate
fun
backwards?
fact. I can.
Okay. So I got to jump in there, right? So I'll start with the skating. I love to skate.
I'm a blader.
I've always been afraid to go backwards.
Not a roller skater. There's a big difference.
Oh, you blade.
I'm a blader.
Definitely not doing no blade.
Not a roller skater. I'm learning how to roller skate, though.
Okay, roller skate, I can go forward. I can drop down and hit the curve and ooh, hey, rock skate, roll bounce was my favorite song to skate on. Okay, but blading, no. Going backwards, no. Then we talk about bowling.
Yeah, that's me.
The bowl.
That's me.
So much so I was in Chicago. And, some people say Chicago or Chicago. And I'm from Ohio. So we say Chicago. And one day my son corrected me. He was 12 years old at the time. He said, Mom, there's no car in Chicago. There's no C-A-R. Why are you saying cargo? So now I practice saying Chicago as opposed to Chicago. Okay. But anyway, bowling.
Yeah.
Take me bowling with you. I am going to stand back and watch you, and I might throw the ball.
You can come visit me on Tuesday evenings at 6:30 at the Orleans every Tuesday. That's where
Orleans
I be at.
Is fun.
I'm in a bowling league. That's what I do. So,
are you?
Yes. Doing my spare time, free time, fun time.
I love Orleans. I did the Soul Train Awards there. Covered the red carpet. But when I was bowling, and he will never bowl the same way after he hears the story. I go up, I'm looking cute, I tiptoe out to the line. Throw the ball. The ball did not come off my hand. It took me with it. And I hit that pavement there. This
and you slid right down the slope.
No, not only did I slide, I slid all the way down, way in the middle, before the ball came off my hand and my body stopped sliding. So at that time, I was married, and my ex-husband goes, oh, okay, and everybody, just picture it, everybody in the bowling alley is laughing at me, right? So he takes his shoes off and he tiptoes out there, puts his arm underneath my arms, and then he didn't pick me up. He drugged me inch by inch back because he was like, I'm not falling, And I've been bowling since. So that was over 20 years ago. So I need to go bowling with you.
You gotta get over that fear.
That's right. I'm afraid. I just haven't been. But in my defense, when the ball did come off, it knocked all the pins down but 2. Hello.
Hey man, I gotta say
big shout out on my booty.
Big shout out to my bowling team. Big shout out to Real man. Big
Who's
shout
the
out to
bowling
Tiptoe.
team? What are they called?
Wild Turkeys.
Wild Turkeys.
That's what we are.
That's a pretty cool name.
The Wild Turkeys.
The Wild Turkey bowling team here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and we all black too. Let it be known.
Okay, that part.
Yeah.
Boys and girls?
Nope, all men.
All men. Oh.
Fellas, man.
All men's the fellas.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what it's like to be in a group where it's all the fellas. That's different from what somebody's doing on the basketball court or on a football team. And you're bowling because it's still a ball, but it's a different type of ball. And what is that feeling like?
It's still a team.
Okay.
Acronym. Together, everyone achieves more. So.
Simple. Together, everyone achieves more.
Together, everyone achieves more.
Okay. And hit the focus again.
Follow one's course until successful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's interesting facts about me as you dive more into J Natural.
Okay. So J Natural, what do you feel is a heartstring for you? Like for me, it's working with kids and bringing awareness to different community outreaches. What is your heartstrings?
I would like to work with more kids. My heartstrings, that's a good question actually. Off the top of my head, I think one thing I did that I enjoyed growing up was giving back. And like feeding the homeless, Thanksgiving, Christmas time, going out in the community and doing outreach, kind of cleaning the streets, kind of more so making an impact in the community and being more of an activist. Because I get that from my Aunt Mary, my great Aunt Mary, God rest her soul, but she definitely left an impact on me that that it's all about giving back to those who've given to you, but also less fortunate, but as well as making an impact, because everything we do, believe it or not, affects those around you. It doesn't just affect you. So when you think about that, you think about, well, how do I want to be remembered? What impact, whether it's one encounter or multiple, what is the impact that I'm leaving with the person that I'm coming encounter with? Are you learning something from me? Can they take something that they from the conversation and from the interaction and apply it? You know, I mean, so I also put that in my music. Some, you know, a lot of stuff. If you listen to my music, I'm a versatile artist. I got a wide variety of music. So lyrically, I consider myself a lyricist. I like to have context to my content, although it sometimes can be complex.
And I've noticed that some of the rap that you do comes across as spoken word, some of it. You know, with the rhythm and the music. And I know that because I do a little spoken word too. So the commonality that you have with your bowling team of one side of you, and then with your peers in the rap world, and then with the peers in the spoken word world, then it gives you that full circle for your entertainment.
I mean, like I said, then you can go like, all right. So you asked a question back then, as far as like, what is my, I guess, alter ego in a sense, or when I get on stage, like my little alias name that I go by is LL Cool J Natural. So I've been informed that I have the cadence of an artist of an early LL Cool J. I mean, even late, but you look at his music, and it's timeless in a sense. Dude didn't curse in his music, but you know, if you don't know what LL stands for, it's Lady Love Cool J. So you know, ladies love J Natural, Cool J Natural, and it's just you
know what he said.
Stilettos, pumps.
Yes, for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, so I have that kind of music, love songs, like you know, I mean, inspirational, motivational, turn up. Like it really depends. So I can gear towards whatever crowd. So when it comes to doing shows, for me, if I'm doing a show with young folks, for example, I'm gonna be going to my homecoming next month in Tuskegee. That's one of my big dreams, is to be able to perform at my old college's alumni. I got music for that. Young 18 and 23-year-old, 22-year-olds. When it comes to my class, and as far as a millennial, I got music for that as well. When it comes to the older generation, your baby boomers, etc., I got music for that as well. So it just depends on the crowd. So for me, I need to know ahead of time, what is my audience? Who is my audience? Who's my target market?
Yes.
So I'll know how to set up and put together my actual show mix.
And that's good to be flexible like that, because if he showed up for a particular thing and he sung Addy, y'all got to see the video, because I'll see the video and I'm not doing no leaking nothing. But if you see Addy, then you'll know why he's saying this, because certain songs fit certain things,
atmospheres, and environments.
Yeah. And Addy's cool, y'all. I'm just messing with him, but it's a whole nother level of that rap level and what it can bring. So with that being said, is there something in particular that J Natural wants to share with us that we need to know that we don't know, y'all?
Nah. Personally,
no.
not really. Personally, okay. I'll just say it's not on me, it's in me.
Okay.
And to know me is to love me, you know.
Okay. And the ladies, you know, shoes or no shoes. Some of them barefoot. I'm just letting you know. Some of them barefoot coming running at the guy. But I was very excited about finally getting you to sit down and talk a little bit and share some things about your background and where you want to go, what you want to do, how you doing it, why you doing it, and how it affects others, and what your goals are and the focus of your future for your music. And I want you to repeat your handle, how to see some of your videos, how to keep up with you, how people can follow you. If you could repeat that for me.
Definitely.
And then later, when we go onto our YouTube channel, it will be in the description as well, but you're going to hear it first and foremost right here.
I'm a founder of Quality Music Entertainment. That is my label. And then True Entertainment, together reform Universal Empire. So founder of that, J Natural, that's where I'm at. You can find me on Instagram, JAY_natural415, Instagram and TikTok, Facebook, Javon Colemon, and Snapchat, King_Coleman. But as well as personal music, if you go to my Instagram, there's a link in the bio. You click that link. That link is my link tree, and it has all of my music, all of my singles, albums, EPs, videos, website. You can find all that information on there. And just know we got Quality Music Entertainment, we got True Entertainment, we got Quality Conversations, and then we're going to have Quality Comedy. You feel me? And we have Quality Apparel. This is all the little things that's been working in the back of the scenes, like, you feel me, that I'm looking to put into place and launch really soon. So just stay tuned, you know?
But a little birdie told me that you were doing a little bit of, he had a little mini fox in him. So you had a little podcast or something you were working on, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about the podcast.
Well, in the beginning, it started as Natural Conversations with J Natural, but we're going to keep it, it's all about the quality of the conversation. So it's going to be Quality Conversations. And it's just going along with the brand of quality. You know, it's not about quantity. It's not about how much. It's about the quality of the product. So when it comes to my music, I put out quality music. When it comes to my homie Fat Man, who's going to be doing quality comedy, we put out quality comedy. When it comes to apparel, clothing line, quality apparel, quality clothing. When it comes to conversation, just quality conversation, natural conversation. I mean, what you bring, what you bring, but it's nothing rehearsed, it's nothing staged, it's a natural conversation as we just had.
I gotta ask you, is Fat Man really skinny? And they call him Fat Man, and that's his name, or is he really a fat guy? I should say a voluptuous man.
If you know his story, if you knew his story, I've been knowing him for 16 years. He has his name for a reason.
Okay.
But for health purposes, go check out Fat Man. Instagram, ready, the number 2 tango, and you'll see.
Okay. You gonna see. And you've heard all
Come
that.
Come to October 23rd.
October 23rd.
814 3rd Street. Come check out the show. It's going to be lit. It's a costume contest as well. Prizes going to be there. It's going to be lit, turned up. So I advise you to pop out, you know, pull out, pop out, show out, all that good stuff.
Popeye is great. So ladies, you better show up in your stilettos, your high heels, your stem heels, your Gucci, Peter LaRucci, you know, and if you got some flat shoes, you got to wear it. Look, come barefoot if you have to.
No, we don't do that.
But come check out Mr. J Natural, because you're going to come however you need to come to make sure you fill that house and come see him.
I turn up and shut it down. That's what I do best.
Turn up and shut it down.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know.
And she always said the whole show, hope you got your pen and pad to take notes.
Oh. Okay, now who's the host here tonight? Is it him or me? No. I love it when I have my guests on and they kind of take over and do some things. It's so much fun because I like to see what they're going to say and what they're going to do. So as I said, I normally do little things on the show as we're closing out here. There's a lot of fun, and this particular thing I do last. I like to say that I am the Oprah, the Phil Donahue, the Ellen DeGeneres that brings in the talent before they get to that level where they get the Ray Fox Talk Show had you first. So you level me as you climb the calendar of the ladder of what you're going to do in life. I'll always be around.
Well, can I give a big shout out to the one and only
Go right here.
Rest in peace to Queen G. Shantae Gibson. Big shout out to Eddie Bell. Big shout out to Tyrese Gibson. But Queen G was a pioneer as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know about the Green Room, honestly, she was like one of the many talk show hosts as well that discovered me early on back when I moved to Vegas, like in 2016, 2017. And up until her passing about a year ago, last year, matter of fact, her and her husband have supported me. And it's been an interesting journey to see how things has played out. But I just have to give a big shout out to her.
Yeah, of course.
Just because she has definitely been a pivot. Like meeting her has been a pivotal moment, and I couldn't end the show. I ain't been on really another show since she passed, so it definitely is an exclusive. But I definitely want to give a big shout out to my boy Eddie Bell. Let's Go to Work, Entertainment, and Queen G.
Okay,
Rest in peace.
and perhaps Queen G aligned those stars the way they were for us to cross paths.
Definitely.
So we can pick up where she left off to
100%.
continue the journey for her.
100%.
So rest in power. Rest in power.
Always.
Okay. So with that being said, did you miss anything that you want to say before we close out?
Nah. I think I left it all on the stage for you.
Okay. Give me that hand back.
Hey.
All right. Give me the other hand.
It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure. This hand right here. Y'all, so you know my last and final little surprise. We put the hand out.
We got another one.
We put this in his hand. And you need a speech for this one. So you're going to scoot over here. Make sure you thank your mom. All right. Open your eyes.
Check that out.
Oscar. Get the first
that
Oscar.
Is a first for
now
sure.
let me see your initials around there.
Oh, no way. That is what's up. Y'all ain't even see that.
J Natural.
Y'all ain't even see that. Y'all see
Hey,
that? That is the first one.
That
That is the first. Legit. We are here. Big shout out to Mom Dukes. Mama Roll.
Yeah,
we making it.
You got your 1 minute speech. You got when you walked up on the stage and got your award at the Oscars. What'd you say?
Man. Well, for one, I gotta give a big shout out, honor to God, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I gotta give a big shout out to my Iron Man out there and the Destiny She Ladies over at our Saw International Church. But Mama Ro, I told you we coming live, direct, in full effect. Big shout out to Jew Diz. Big shout out to the Lyrics. My whole fan band, man, and the Quality Music Entertainment Move. You know, big shout out to all of my people here in Vegas, but the city. You know, we putting on, we turning on. My Skiki folks, we out here. We finna be lit next month. And yeah, man, I got too many people, as they would say, to name. It's been a part of the journey. Like, people has been supporting me non-stop. So I just want to show love. And the real ones know who they are.
All right.
The real ones know who they are.
So let's get your Kodak moment over here. You gonna lean in. We gonna cheese. You want to see that JN on there? That y'all see that J Natural right here on the Mini Fox Talk Show. J Natural taking the world by storm, one step at a time, one lyric at a time, one heart at a time, one stiletto at a time. And ladies, I hope you took note where you could find Mr. J Natural here in Vegas and abroad. Coming up with Popeye. Have some fun and show up and show out. Follow him on Instagram. You have any other social media?
Now we good.
Okay.
Well, I mean, same difference. Twitter is all the same. JY_Natural 415 for real.
Okay. And again, it will be in the description, so you'll be able to see that. It has always been a pleasure to bring on new artists, new talent, the oldies but the goodies. We do the best, the creme de la creme of the entertainment world authors. If you are a mother out there, a father, and you have an amazing story to tell, maybe you're a student, straight A's or not, and you got something to share or talk about, or you're having some health issues that you want to share with someone so that they will be able to take better care of themselves, bring it on the Mini Fox Talk Show. Reach me at minifoxtalkshow@gmail.com. minifoxtalkshow@gmail.com. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check us out and look for our interview tonight with Mr. J Natural. Jay, thank you so much for coming on the show. You have been appreciated, and I wish you all the best. And we will be there supporting every step of the way.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
So, when he needs that that girl in the stilettos, maybe not, but definitely that alto with that tenor bass. I got you on the background, so if you hear that, you probably think it was me. But we're gonna throw some big parties and have some fun and get 2024 out the door and roll in live with 2025. Yes. All right, because I'm a poet and I know it.
We don't know. Let's get it.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
On the Minute Fox Talk Show with the spotlight shining bright, she brings the stars together.